Hi, welcome on my YouTube channel. I'm Juliana. In case you are here for the first time, it means God sent you here for this message. In case you are here for a long time, welcome back. Today I want to talk about spiritual path, with God and next step in life. Maybe spiritual bath. You shower yourself from your sin. Yes. Um Sorry, I don't think you can see me. I'm in the front door. I'm hiding from my son. Um Today we want to talk about why it's so important to listen entire universe around you. Because God is working in everything, like in everything, social media, television, radio. But that's why it's so important to pray when you wake up. Just pray and say to God, God, be with me in my mind, in the message, in the television, in the everything what I open, everything what I've been listening, everything what I've been watching, everything what I'm reading. Be there with me. Be in my words, be in my hands, be in my legs, be in my journey, be in everything. Be here. So, if it's possible to read for the Bible and take a oil or put with holy powder in the pray in the house, it's very important that things. Why? Because like that you can clean your aura and everything what your enemy, the devil and narcissist, and the darkness, they can come near to you and they show you different message what is not meant from God. So all the time, even in the post, like if you receive something in the post, can be a message from God. Nothing is random. Nothing is random in the life. First of all, in the spiritual journey, you're gonna start with asking for forgiveness. Why is so important to open the gate of forgiveness? Forst of all, because when you forgive others, or when you ask for forgiveness, God is forgive your sin. Sorry, I'm listening in case my son is doing something is not meant to do. Um, so it's very important to do these things because like that you can open the heart in front of the God, and you are not you don't hold negativity and the darkness inside of you, because the darkness and that that person is show you um to be evil with everyone, to allow people. I'm not gonna ask for forgiveness. Let them to ask for forgiveness to me. So when the pride is coming through this journey, God is saying, no, I can't come there. You are too pride. So that's why God is not gonna come to give you messages. Yes, He's gonna put you to ask for forgiveness when, because how to say, God is gonna test you every single moment of your life, every single thought, every single experience. Some time to time is gonna give you every single day the same thoughts, very bad thoughts, to see if you hold the negativity, the you hate people, you hate that person, you hate that experience, that job. So God is saying, oh, okay, you're still holding bad things inside of your brain, and this one I can't come too close because it's not meant to you for to walk away from that experience. So in life, God had, how to explain, In our head, every single day, it's a mind game between darkness and lightness. It's a mind game. Every single steps, every single day, it's a mind game. It's a for the darkness and the light. It's a game to see who is winning, the darkness or the lightness. That's why, for example, I saw a video when someone was explain when a woman become pregnant, it's a fight between abortion and to bring the baby on the earth. When you bring the baby on the earth, you sacrificed yourself like Jesus for us. You sacrifice your your body, and you bring a life, a God life in the on the earth in this journey. And when you make a abortion, basically you give the baby to the darkness, to the devil. So that's why the devil it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, because you kill the life of God. Yeah, but in the same time, as a woman can go to depression, to she feel like she did something very bad, and because God is working there. She told God told you, I give you a chance because that baby gonna change your life. Doesn't matter if you see or not, that baby is gonna change your life. And also, in my case, my entire life I couldn't have babies because I couldn't express my feelings. I couldn't be myself. I always been there for others, and God said, when you're gonna be complete with yourself and you're gonna be honest with yourself, you can go to the next step. Because if you hide yourself to be yourself, to say everything to everyone, basically the darkness is gonna win. You shrink yourself. You don't use God ability in you, your voice, your eyes, because you see everything, because you don't want to hurt people, you want peace. I'm not gonna tell to that person how they they bully me, because I want that person to still be in my life. And gotta say, really? You want to be bullied? You want the people treat you like rubbish? Okay, it's up to you. So when you're gonna learn to stay far away from toxic people and you tell them everything what they was hurting you, in that moment you allowed the darkness to keep you quiet. Exactly how he said. So that's why God is saying, okay, you're not gonna move to the next step because you didn't learn your lesson. You didn't learn to use your ability. Here, I'm not talking about these people who come after you and you're drinking a fizzy drink on, and you're gonna kill your liver with that drink. You're gonna. This is not truth. When somebody's suffering and is doing how to explain, when someone come to you and is bullying you, say, stop bullying me, leave me alone. If you don't have what to do, go to bullying yourself. So in that moment you're speaking your truth. But when you see people very aggressive, while they try to teach you something, sometimes it's not anymore a truth. It's a very big insecurity from that person deep inside of them, and try to reflect on you. Okay, all of us, we are a sinner. All of us, we do mistakes. All of us, I'm not going to say is a person on this earth who haven't done mistakes or sin or this. No, doesn't exist such a things. But some people, they do more sin, and some people, they do less sin. All of us, we sin. All of us. It doesn't exist. But it's up to you when you're going to recognize your sin, when you're going to apologize, when you're going to be truth with yourself. Because God is not going to move you exactly how you go in school. You are in the first class. If you don't succeed to all, you're not gonna be able to go to the second class. It's the same with steps in God's life. So God is saying, when you don't see, when you can't understand your mistakes, I'm gonna make you to repeat until you're gonna learn the lesson. But God sometimes gonna give you through message, through videos, through uh, every single thing, even a paper with some notes or something. Check what is going directly in your eyes, because that God is trying to point you. So it's very important, these things. Like when you see the number 32 around all the time, and you start to Google what does mean 32 angel number, God is gonna put you like that number can have 10 message, but God is gonna put you direct in your eyes the perfect message. Maybe today it's one message, maybe next week is gonna be different message but the same number. I don't know if I explain very well, but God is gonna give you exactly the perfect message in that step. Repeat every single day. God is gonna repeat the same experience until you're gonna learn your experience, and you're gonna pass, and you're gonna go through another step in this journey. That's why it's very important. If you don't understand, take a paper and write all the time all the message what have you saw on the television, on the commercial, on the music video, social media, uh, commercial, um, even on the streets, on the window, on the cars, all over. Just record it. And in that moment, you're gonna understand what God tried to tell you. And it's very important that this in every day to day, because like that God can take you from a very very big sinner and darkness area, and can lift you through the lightness close to Him. So believe in you. Doesn't matter everyone around you, family, friends, everyone they talk bad about you. Sometimes God is allowed everyone to treat you bad, to find God, to go back to God, and to follow the journey with God. And you're gonna go through every storm with God. Something's gonna be very, very heavy, but don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Because when the journey is heavy and heavy and heavy and heavy, it means your purpose on earth to save people around you, humans, family, it's more bigger than you think. Also, if you don't learn the steps and your mistakes, God can keep you like 10 years, 12 years in the same place. Doesn't matter if you want to escape or not, God is not gonna put you. You're gonna stay in the same apartment, what you hate the most, in the same environment, with the same people, with the same addiction, if you don't learn your mistakes and how to follow God. It's very important. You're gonna say it's not true. I'm gonna tell you it's true. I couldn't have children. I couldn't become pregnant. Why? Because I got thyroid problem, hormones problem. So what's mean thyroid problem? It mean I couldn't express my feelings. I was shy. I was want to don't hurt people, because the people who hurt me the most, they was exactly the person who I loved the most. And I said, I'm not gonna tell them because I'm gonna make mistake. They will start to revenge. They will try to put another people talk rubbish about me. And here I'm talking about my family. my real family who I love the most, and they was talking bad about me, and I was no, they talking with each other about me. And when I ask, did you talk about? No, 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 no. I know because God showed me in my dream the way how I was talking about me, and God was telling me all the time, I'm not gonna show everything because it's gonna crush you, but I'm gonna give you piece by piece by piece until I'm gonna know you are strong enough to walk away. And when you are gonna walk away, the same people who bullying you, talk bad about you, revenge on you, put you down, crush you, they will come after you. They say, "Oh, you let us. You are so dramatic. You are creating such a drama, lying and everything. You are such a fake." The same people who talk about you, the same people who put you down, talk bad about you, is the same people who gonna come in your face to say, you create drama. It's not true. What? It's your illusion. I don't know from where you bring this memory. It's a lie. And they try to make you to feel you are crazy. And when entire life you was working, when you're working with God, you see through that person because you know they was all the time make you to feel you are crazy. They make you to feel, I hope I'm not gonna cry. They make you to feel you create, you lying, you faking. Oh, you're crazy. Why you lying so much? Why you try to create such a drama? What is not true? It's true. I had pure example in my head over and over, memories, dreams, when you treat me the way how you treat me, when you talk rubbish the way how you talking. So when this is mean a narcissist, an empath. So when the people treat you like that, God is say walk away. And why God give you to have such a family, such a friends? Because he need to create a person who have the voice to talk in front of a lot of people. So when I was asked God, why the family treat me like that? Why that person in my family make me to feel I'm crazy? They use me. They all the time when they need money and this and that, they come and crying. Oh, Juliana, please help me. If they can't manipulate me, they use another person in my family and go to cry to that person, and that person call me and please tell to Juliana to help me. And that person call you and say, please, Juliana, help. But I say, I help 1,000 times that person. Come on, it's your family. Come on, you are stronger than... No, I'm stronger than that person because I'm supposed to survive by myself entire life. I'm supposed to survive, to face every single things by myself, because when I was asking for help, I cannot. You're doing by yourself. I cannot be there. I cannot be there. So you learn to survive by yourself. But God is saying it was meant to happen like that. Why? Because you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to walk away from them because they was too toxic. So when you stop to walk away from family, friends, even your husband, wife, everything, and you take your power back, in that moment, God is going to put you in the next step because you learn your lesson. You learn your value. You don't want to punish no one. You don't want to punish no one, but you walk through the next step through God. So it's going to be a challenge? Yes. It's going to be painful? Yes. It's going to be, you're going to face isolation by yourself with no one. You're going to face bad challenges? Yes. You want to kill yourself? Yes. I was hearing all the time the story with Muhammad in Quran, and there was talking like Muhammad meet the devil, and he was thinking he's an angel of light. And he was saying, oh, I listen Allah and everything that, and I'm a prophet. Yes, in the beginning, before you become a prophet in your journey, you're not going to understand the devil and God voice and Allah voice, how you want to say, Jesus voice and whatever you want. But Jesus was said all the time. God was telling me from the beginning, my journey, every single step, but I didn't know when they will come. This is mean a prophet. This is mean actually a prophet. It mean God is going to tell you when you're going to hear God's voice, Allah voice, whatever you want to say. But God's voice, you're going to hear, and you're going to know Jesus, he sacrificed himself from your sin, because you still have a chance to go to God. This is our bridge, Jesus. If Jesus sacrificed him for our sin, we still have a chance to go to God. This was the pact of God. If Adam is going to sin and going to be a sinner, Jesus is going to sacrifice himself for us to have a chance to go back to God from the beginning, before Adam to become a sinner. This is the pact. So when Muhammad said, I didn't know it's the devil and I tried to suicide, understand, yes, before you understand God, you're gonna try to do silly things. But like myself, I have these throws like, you need to lie, you need to die, you need to do that and that and that. But I the devil is there. Since I was a baby, I the devil is coming after me. I was wake up from my dream and I was praying and praying, because I the darkness, the devil, it's follow me. You don't miss that. The devil is there. You can't say, oh, he was an angel. It wasn't. You know. So if someone was going to tell you about Muhammad, don't believe it. Because as a prophet, you're going to know what is mean, devil and angel. You're going to know. And God is going to be there every single step. You're going to have dreams. You're going to have in every single thing is going to tell you. Like if I saw 40, it mean a bad period is going to come, because the darkness is coming after me to fight with me. And God said, don't worry, I'm here. We need to face together. Face every single challenge. With my son, they didn't give a chance. He's gonna die. He's not gonna survive. He's gonna stay attached to machine in the hospital. He's not gonna be able to walk. He's not gonna be able to eat. But because I pray, believe in God, pray, fast, pray, fast. I didn't sleep because God didn't allow me to sleep. I was praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. And after I did miracle, and everyone there was, what have you done to your son? I was the one. It was 1,000 nurses there, doctors, and I was asked, let me do it. And when actually the last doctor come and said, I will believe in you. Do it whatever you need to do. Tell me in advance, because we need to know. And I saved my son. And I take my son from hospital. And actually the doctor said, I don't know what have you done. You've been here all the time. You didn't sleep, but you saved your son. This is a miracle. What have you done? And all the time I say, I wasn't me. It was God. God is just prepare me to do every single step to do that, and do that. And I saved my son. Why? And when I asked God, why I supposed to do that, because he said, you haven't been virgin when you've been in that relationship with this guy, and you haven't been married and asking if this is your future husband. You haven't, and I didn't know these things. Nobody teach me. So I supposed to learn these things in the bad way. I supposed to learn how to talk with God, how to pray to God, how to make every single steps with God. And why I did pray, what I did stay all the time in the bad situation is because I supposed to understand my past sin. So God in that moment, he say, make steps with me, you're gonna pay everything back because you sin a lot and you need to pay back to me. Listen me, and we're gonna go on the good journey. And I listen without knowing I'm listening, without knowing what have I done. And all the time I was have dreams with tests in the school, test after test after test after test. And it was different. And I was talking my dreams like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna pass this test. It's heavy. Everyone, they are so fast and I'm so slow. And the teacher, they was hear my throats in my dream, and they was say, my darling, you passed test. You never know you've been passed that test. You didn't know you've been in God school. But you passed all of that without knowing you are in the test. And I was asked, God, what have I done? How do you mean that? And God said, because you listen your intuition, you listen my voice. And in that time, because you listen my voice, he was put me to fast without eating nothing days. Just pray and drink water. But in the same time, God was buy food, give to others on the streets. People who doesn't have houses, like roofless person. Even he put me in one day to take my jacket off to give to someone. And God said, give to others. Doesn't matter you think you don't have now. You're gonna have later more. So God, he was testing me. And actually, he come a roofless person to me after I give him food and I pray over the food and everything. He come to me and he said, you are the love. You don't think you know, but you are the love on this earth. And I was thinking, but I don't know how to explain. It's not that man voice. It's someone bigger. And before to let that hospital, what I was in that period, that person come in the hospital to look at me, and he did like that. And he say goodbye. But I couldn't explain why I feel and I understand. In that moment, he's God there. Is God talking with me, not that person. So if God is around us, yes, every single day. If God can come close to you in the form of another person, oh yeah, oh yeah, yes, he can come. If God can test you through the difficult period, yes, this is your test. This is the next level what you're going to achieve. So trust God. Trust God because he knows what he's doing. And sometimes you're not going to recognize. But if God knows you are powerful enough to understand, you are powerful enough to pass that test, it's not going to let you to go. It's not going to let you too quick. All the time when I was one too quick and I say, God, I don't want it. I want to kill myself. I want to die. And God will say, what are you doing? What do you mean you want to die? You have too many reasons to live. You don't understand what your future is going to bring. How many people you're going to change with your experience. And I say, who want to know I've been in the hospital? Who want to know I've been bullied by my family and a lot of things and talk rubbish about my own family? Everyone? Everyone, they face the same things. You are an indigo child. You are I don't know which name I heard anymore. You come to take people for darkness to put it to lightness. Because you've been there and you faced all the darkness by yourself with God, an angel. And also, when you pray in the room, and every time everything is getting cold, like it's very cold, but you put the heating on, it means a lot of angel they are around you. And actually, when it's very, very cold, actually it's God there. And He can touch your hand and you can feel God touch. Yes. Yes. All the time when I was crying, shouting after God, and I said, God, come help me. God, I'm alone. God, I'm facing a lot of things. In that moment, God touched my hands and I hear a voice like, it's going to be okay. You're going to survive. I'm here. In that moment, God was testing me. God was talking and testing me if I have faith in Him. If I'm there, I'm going to work my ass for God. And also, in the same time when I was in the hospital with my son, God was guiding me to pray for another children, another people. And I was praying because obviously I was all the time praying. I was praying for everyone. And when I hear God say, because you pray for others, I'm going to save your son. Because you try to make good for others, I'm going to save you. Because everything what you send through universe, God is going to bring you back, but through test. So when your life is so miserable, you've been tested after tested, like you feel you repeat the same experience, you didn't pass that test and you need to repeat it until you pass that test. Nothing is random in your life. So I hope I make you clear because God will say, you can do it, this video. I didn't write it now. It was coming everything from God, the voice. So God bless you and look after yourself and check around you every single thing to see if you've been tested by God. Bye.